Well, hey there, welcome back to camp. I am all by myself today. I'm going to start working on a deer fort, deer tree stand. Kind of a deer stand, kind of a tree stand, kind of a kids tree fort platform thing. Multi-use structure of wood hanging in the trees. So I've got a pretty simple design in my mind. I actually saw it on another channel, so I'm kind of modifying that design. But I got my wood here. Got my wood on the trailer. A lot of it, I didn't win the lottery. A lot of it, my dad had sitting back in a shed, an old shed, and so I did have to buy some of it though. So I'm going to see how it works. I'm going to make it work. The hardest part is going to be getting it way down where I'm going to build this thing. It's on a very kind of steep hill. I may be biting off more than I can chew. I couldn't find anybody to help me carry stuff today, or help me build today. So I'm glad you guys showed up. Ready to work? Got your boots on? Okay, let's go. Oh, what are you guys looking at? You weren't watching the load for me? Come on. We made it. One load down. Hey, you guys want to run up and get that other load while I unload this? All right. Thanks. Maybe I'll try taking that off for the second load here. See how that goes. The tailgate's pretty noisy if you just let it flap around. Alright, I think this load's a little heavier than the last one, but you know what I say. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so we got the wood down here. I got all the wood in 2 loads. I thought it was going to take more than that, but this trailer works pretty well. So the plan here is to basically this is designed around 2 trees, and I'll put my kind of CAD drawing up here on the screen at this time. Oh, look at that. So there's the 2 kind of main 2x12s that stretch from tree to tree. Those are going to be lagged in. and then basically a platform. I was planning to use 2x8s, but like I said, I found these 2x6s that I had. They probably should be 2x8s, but I think they'll be fine. I'm not planning to put like heavy walls and a heavy roof on it, so I think it'll be fine with just 2x6s. I could be wrong. So that's kind of what it looks like there. The location for this experiment in the woods is these two trees right here. They're kind of bigger trees. The only issue is one kind of leans this way, the other one leans kind of the other way. So that could be interesting to get those 2x12s on there properly. But and look at this, I found a turkey nest here. There's some turkey egg shells. I don't know if you can see them on camera, but that's a rock over there. Some broken turkey shells, turkey egg shells. Looks like a little spot that was a nest. Here's some more shell down here. So anyway, yeah, it doesn't look like much of a view right now, but down there is an area that we cleared and plans to be kind of a food plot, and there's heavy quotation marks around food plot because I don't really know what I'm doing with it yet, but it's kind of an open field. I've seen a lot of deer on cameras, but it's not very big. It's a micro, I guess what people would call a micro plot or a kill plot, or I don't know. Again, just figuring this stuff out here. So those trees are up there. I'm gonna have to do a little clearing first just to make it easier to get to. Just test fitting here. I had no real plans on the height. I planned to just find the height that the boards kind of fit well at, and this is a pretty dramatic slope on this hill here, so for the board on this side, I'm gonna have to use a ladder, and that's always fun, hauling 2x12s up ladders. All right, I'm serious now. I got my tool belt on. I made this little thing to help me hold the 2x12 up on one side so I can level it. And is that about high enough? Probably about 5 feet. This is not the best spot right here. Okay. You stay there. So many unforeseen things you never expect. Like that's way higher than I thought because I was holding it to the bottom of the board. So this really is the hardest part to me, getting the 2x12s up. And I've kind of used the level and done my best eyeball job to get that kind of holder jig up there, and in place. It's also tough because I don't think I'm going to be able to use the ladder. It's just going to be right in the way. I almost brought the shorter ladder, but I didn't. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get them plumb properly. By this, they're almost 1.5 inches off from the top to bottom. Alright, so I got the 2x12s up. For now, I just kind of overloaded them with 4-inch exterior screws. I'm going to get some better lags with washers, some big long ones. I have some, but they're shorter and I forgot washers. I really think I need to put some washers on there, so I'm going to bring those next time I come out and really crank those boards to the trees. They'll hold for now though, as long as I'm not up there doing my river dance. They'll be all right for now. So my next step is to kind of find out how wide of a platform it's going to be. That's one thing I was unsure of as I was drawing up the plans. So I thought it was around 6 feet or 5 feet actually, but looks like it's going to be more like 52 inches, just a little over 4 feet. So maybe make it 53 inches and just squeeze it in, because I'd like to be able to also lag from the platform into the trees. So I do want it to go all the way up against the trees. Otherwise I'd just make it 4 feet, but then we have this kind of gap on either side. 53 wide. My plan was to make it 8 feet deep. Maybe that's crazy, I don't know. Maybe it should be more like 6 feet, just so it doesn't overhang the front too much. Which I know is kind of big for a, quote, deer stand, tree stand, but really I want this to be multi-purpose, again, as I was saying, so my kids can come play on it as a play platform, treehouse type of thing. I do hunt, but it's not kind of my sole purpose with the property out here, so the more multi-function things are, the better. I love this little saw. It has its limitations. It can only cut about 1.5 inches deep, but it's great. Close enough for Camp Nobody, right? Alright, got those cut. My plan is to build it down here where it's a little flatter and then carry it up. Hopefully I can still carry it by the time I get it put all together. I don't know what the spacing here should be, but I'm going to put one in the center, one in the center of that, one in the center of that. I think that's even shorter than 16 inches on center, so I feel safe with that. Might be a little overkill, but why not? Well, it's together. Now, am I going to be able to lift it? Oh yeah, not too bad. It's not light, but I'll be able to do it. Oh, hey, there you are. My camera died, so I had to go up to the truck and get the other camera. I had a little lunch, but before I left, I put the platform up. So I did get the platform up, sitting up there. It was a lot of struggling and sweating. You didn't really need to see it anyway. Basically, I brought it up here, lifted it up there. It wasn't too bad. So I'm going to try to get it tacked in, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get deck boards on today or not. I don't know. We'll see. I feel a little iffy about getting up there without having, you know, the big lag bolts in the 2x12s. But maybe if I put some braces up, we'll see how fast it goes. So again, I'm going to get lag bolts for this, and I'm going to get some big lags to go from these 2x6s into the trees. But for now, I'm going to put some big 4-inch screws in. And do some of this action. Will it hold? It holds me. It twists it all up there. Stop complaining. Hey, that wasn't bad. How can I get another screw up there, though? Oh, that's solid now. Now to do this other side. It's going to be harder because that tree's even more twisted down here at the bottom. It's kind of in there. Alright, probably going to be wrapping it up shortly for the day, but for some reason just want to get some corner posts on, so that's what I'm going to do next. Here's another thing I'm just completely guessing at. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a roof later. I hope to, but all this can be adjusted later, right? Obviously, if I'm going to put a roof, it needs to be taller than these. These are going to be 32 inches, or I'm sorry, 34 inches. I was unsure about how tall to make the corner posts, especially on the front, because I want to make them low enough that it's comfortable to shoot over, even, you know, if you're shooting downward, even with a bow. But I want to make them tall enough for, again, that multi-purpose use of my kids playing up here, that they're a little more safe and won't fall off as easily. I was trying to put the front posts on first, and I was just having a hard time getting the ladder in the right spot and being able to hold the post and put screws in. Eventually I was just like, why don't I start with the back? So much easier to work from the back where I can reach it and move forward. But sometimes those obvious things aren't very apparent, especially when you're dumb or hard-headed. You get something in your head, you want to do it first, and you overlook all the most obvious answers to your problem. So that's what I do. Alright, I'm going to put down a few pieces of decking on here. Again, I'm excited. I should just end right now, but I'm excited to get at least a few pieces of decking up here. I would like to make it overhang the sides just a little bit, but I'm afraid with the trees there, they don't have much overhang room. Got a little on this side, but almost nothing over on this side. See what I mean? That's tight over there. We got a little bit of space over here, maybe. All right. Usually I'll try to put the cup to where it bows up, but this, I thought, oh, it's the grain indicated how it was going to cup, but this is cupping the opposite way of the grain. So is this side. So I don't know. I don't understand. Or I'm going to make this, forgot my spacer. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Got my spacer. I'm going to overhang a 1/2 inch. Then I'll put a 1/2 inch in between, like gap in between all the boards. A little low on these screws at the moment, so probably just put one per floor joist here. Well, I think I'm going to stop here for the day. Seems like a weird place to stop, but I think we got some clouds kind of building, and I think it's trying to storm on us. So I'm going to end this one here for today. But at least I got some platform up. What do you think? Got a view out there, and I'm going to clear up some of this. Looks thick right now, but it's definitely higher up than it kind of looks from the back of it, just because of how steep the slope is. Well, I'm excited to get this far. So I'm going to pack stuff up and get out of here before it starts raining on me. Alright, thanks for watching. Hey, check back for the next video. Subscribe so then you'll see when the conclusion of this tree fort deer stand happens. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.